What is up, gentlemen?
Yo, what's up?
Welcome back to the Firearm Files podcast. And today we are switching up the rotation of players, you could say, a little bit.
A little bit. Just a tad.
We have a couple of guys here that have been on here before, of course. Myself, Isaiah, and Travis.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Welcome back, Travis. And we have a new guest today with us, Richard. What's up, Richard?
What's up, guys?
Still an R. Not Ryan, but still an R.
Yeah, Ryan couldn't make it to this one. We're going to miss the little feller, but you know what? We'll make the best of it here and have fun with this.
Yeah.
And it's always fun to get another guest onto the show, I think, because it's cool to get different perspectives from what we're used to.
Especially when it comes to guns, because there's just so much. So, like, having people who have different interests, different styles, different likes.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
makes
agree.
Yeah, and there's just so many guns out there. So there's so many things to like and have opinions on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys have a couple holsters and things we're going to talk about then, which is cool.
Yep.
That you brought along. Some toys you brought along as well, which is fun. Mm-hmm. So we'll start this off. We'll get into it with the Bible verse to start off. This is one of my favorite verses that actually I have it like tattooed on my side.
Oh,
it's that cool. I think it's a verse that everybody should kind of like highlight in their Bible if they read. So Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous. Do not tremble or be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Nice. That's cool. I didn't know you had that tattooed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like on the rib cage over there, the whole entire verse.
Nice.
I think there's a couple verses that I've read in life where I'm just like, that's...
Tattoo worthy?
Yeah, because it's like it makes up... When you believe this stuff, it makes up your DNA, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a verse on my back, so we're part of that club.
Yeah, I got a couple on my arm.
Yeah. But no, that's a good verse. Joshua has a ton of good verses in it.
Yeah, it's a good book. I feel like I've read through the Bible about a year ago, and I think every book of the Bible is kind of cool. Some get a little bit boring and monotonous, but like there's so much cool stuff you can read in there that...
Yeah. When people like to sleep on the Old Testament, like, oh, it's not relevant anymore, and there's not stuff to pull from it. And it's like, no, it's still the Word of God.
Yeah.
So, like, there's tons of stuff in there that's applicable to today.
Well, it's like reading a history book.
100%.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot from it. So, anyhow, guys, let's get into some fun stuff here. So, talk to me about what you guys brought along. Who wants to? Richard, you go first, man.
Right.
You're new to the show here, so you go first.
He's the guest.
Yeah. I got my Vertex fanny pack. It's got my SIG in it. I love this thing. Don't worry. She's clear.
Yep.
She's clear for everybody out there. Hollow Sun optic on there as well. I got a Kydex holster on the inside. I mean, I love this thing. I carry it wherever I go. I can't not carry it, you know.
Dad mode engaged.
Yeah, seriously. Especially with this. I mean, I have it packed out with a whole bunch of stuff. I got chest seals in the back. I got a tourniquet up front. I got multiple small tools in case whatever needs. So I love it.
What knife?
Oh, you know, I got a little guy.
Richard is a knife guy first and a gun guy second, so everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, I have my own sharpening business, but, you know,
Awesome.
it's nothing big. It's small, but, yeah, I got this little NAFS.
Nice.
It's nothing. It's great. It's like the...
Minimalistic.
Oh, yeah. It's the Lander 5. I mean, I love it. I mean, I got my Spyderco, of course.
Spyderco.
Come on,
Yep.
you can't go wrong with a brass Spyderco.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I want to play with that, dude.
yeah, go ahead.
And just so everybody knows, the SIG that he has in his holster did come from the Firearm Files.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
Yeah. Yeah, my
And
guns
what is that?
are-
That's the 365
Yeah, so this is the
X or
SIG
whatever.
P365X macro with
Okay.
the comp slide.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's great.
It's hard to keep up with all the letters and numbers, and it's like the 365 with a comp on it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I will say I think SIGs come pretty far with their 365 lineup, so.
well, and being we're audio only, like Richard is a tall feller with big hands, so to carry, like finding a small frame pistol that fits a guy with big hands, like there's a couple good options on the market for that. Whereas before, like carry your J frame and just suck it up. Like
Yeah.
they're what like
I'm 6'5".
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I'm 6'5". I weigh 250 pounds.
Right,
like
so-
it's trying to find something that's
a compact pistol that fits that size hand. Like
yeah, that's
That's
kind of
good.
hard. I mean, I was carrying for a while. I have the other Vertex pack, and I was carrying my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. I mean, full metal frame.
That is not a
That's not a
compact gun.
But I mean, hey, 17 rounds, 9mm.
5-inch sight radius.
Yeah.
It's a shooter, man.
Oh, yeah. It's
awesome.
flat.
Yeah.
I mean, Travis loves shooting that
I
one
do,
up
yeah.
the mountains.
And what I like is Smith's one of the few companies that, like all their M&Ps, they're making the grips super aggressive. And
Yeah.
in a fighting pistol, that's what I like. Like, I want it to chew my hands apart.
Yeah.
And companies don't get that. Like, and that frustrates me when they're like building a fighting pistol. It's like, this thing's slippery as shit. Like, I want aggressive texturing, and M&P nails that.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's wet, it's not going to fall out of your hands.
Yeah.
That thing's, I mean, when I put that in my palm, it's hugging right there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dig into something here because you showed me this the other day, right? You were kind of modeling the fanny pack.
Yes.
And, I was learning a lot about it because honestly, I don't carry that way.
Yeah.
And talk to me about this. You have a hollow sun on your gun, you mentioned.
Yeah.
But talk to me about the cover you put on the hollow sun because I think this is a relevant topic to shooters out there.
Yeah, so my brother, he shoots competition. I mean, it's 22. But I like the cover. At first, what I was doing was I was putting blue tape on because a lot of guys who run iron sights, yeah, you're going to be sight focused. But when you have that hollow sun, you're going to want to be target focused. Or, yeah, you're target focused, sorry. And that gives me the ability to have both eyes open. And when I run sometimes iron sights, I mean, I'm still trying to get used to things, but that's a lot of guys' biggest problem is they're looking through it like a scope, and it's not a scope.
So to make it clear, because we can't show and visualize this for people, anyone that's listening into this, it's like taking a scope per se, and just completely taping it off and covering it, right?
Yep.
Because it helps you build on your awareness of muscle memory as well.
Correct. And I think too, having both eyes open, and not looking down through the sight itself, you have peripherals in. You can see 100%. What's around you, and you can pick up a lot more movement versus, just staring right through it, and you're like, all right, am I there yet?
Yep.
So
Unless you're doing like bullseye style shooting, you need to be shooting both eyes open.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
that's just all there is
Correct.
to it. Like,
and I mean, once I started doing that, I mean, I was hitting. We were up in the mountains, and I was hitting steel, and I was getting faster, and being able to draw. We were doing drills and everything, and I mean, it's gotten me a lot better.
Yep. Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed. Yep.
Okay. How about you?
I'm right-handed as well, but
It's-
I've been shooting both eyes open.
Yeah.
I shoot at like my hunt, everything I shoot.
Everything.
Like I force myself, everything shoots that way. So, but it is something to note, like with what he was saying, like if you grow up kind of just in the hunting aspect of guns or like plinking or whatever, and like you watch the videos and stuff, everybody's always, all right, now close your non-dominant eye and do it. And then like I remember when him and I first started shooting together, like that was like, oh, shoot both eyes open. I'm like, yeah, you need to be shooting both eyes open, especially for like combat pistol, like, or just defensive pistol. You need to be shooting. And like same thing, like my wife came from the background of just like plinking and whatever. And well, it's hard to shoot with, but I was like, yes, it does take some learning.
Yep.
But it's so much better once you can adapt to it.
Yeah, actually, your body is more relaxed.
Right. Yeah. You're not.
Yeah, when it takes you using muscles to contract your eyelid like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I think like from when we grew up, when we were kids, taking hunter safety and stuff, like they will teach you that if you're like looking down through the scope, you close the other eye, right? But then the more we grew up, it's like you get to a point where now what the proper instructors are teaching, if you're shooting a long gun and let's say you're right-handed but you're left eye dominant, now they're teaching you to shoot left-handed.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
that makes sense. Yeah.
so that way you're still keep both eyes open, but you use that your
dominant
vision
eye.
is dominant.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say the one time I shoot with an eye shut is if you ever try and shoot with your non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
Like I've been trying to like train that into myself with a handgun, and it's atrocious. Like it's horrible. So
Well,
like,
dude.
it's something I need to work on.
How did you, when you got into shooting pistol, and you're again not focusing on the sights, how did you train yourself to shoot accurately that way?
Honestly, just rounds down range and like learning what works. Like there's some things you can be told till you can have somebody tell you till you're blue in the face.
Yep.
But until you start like riding a bike or backing up a trail, like till you just do it and put the reps in, like
Yep.
you're not gonna be able to know what really works.
And that's the problem when we shoot offhanded, when you think about it. Because if we train the same way as when we shot dominant hand, we would just realize, well, let me go through literally 1,000 rounds today of this 9mm.
So that's
and just wear out my non-dominant side. Let's just do it. And it's going to suck.
Oh, it sucks.
It's going to suck.
It's terrible because, like, I'm a mildly decent shooter, and then I switch to that hand, and I'm like,
You look pathetic.
this is terrible. Like, I suck. Like,
Well, and you think about it, like, you look at even athletes, how they play baseball and such. When you get the guy that can, like Shohei Ohtani, he can pitch, he can switch hit. Like, it's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
But, you know, if we're in a gunfight at some point, how awesome would it be that if you had to actually peer around a left-hand corner and you could actually switch your gun to your other hand and confidently know that if I see it, I can hit it.
Yeah.
That's where the bullet's going, you know. But we don't train that way.
No,
we honestly don't. We work so hard on just because handgun's hard.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard to learn, right?
Yeah.
But once we get really good on our dominant side, it's like, yo, I can shoot handgun now. I
Yeah.
feel good about myself. But it's like, okay, well,
Until you
put it in
switch
the
to
other hand.
and-
That's it. That's it.
It's like throwing a baseball right-handed, and then you go left-handed.
Oh, it's
and you're like-
terrible.
you look like a girl.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I found, like, I can shoot left-handed okay if I'm shooting single-handed left-handed. But if I try and do, like, a good, like, two-handed grip left-handed, like,
I feel
I'm like-
stupid.
I feel like I'm going
You
cross-eyed
know, it'd be
trying to
sick
figure
though
out.
if there was a training company that just like offered courses where they train you on your offhand, the whole entire course. That's it.
That'd be different.
Embrace the suck, kids.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
That could be the training.
Yeah, everybody. You know, everybody comes in even playing field.
That's true, yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna suck.
Yeah, and yeah. If you're left-handed, you're shooting right. If you're right, you're
Exactly.
shooting left.
That's a great
And
point.
and you know what? If you want to build the confidence in people, don't just do pistol. Do AR too, because AR you can switch arms with your AR and actually get pretty decent hits on
Yeah.
targets.
Oh yeah.
That'd be sick though.
That would be good.
I mean, that's like the training where
Firearms Files training.
they'll tape your hand, and they'll keep, you know, you'll have to do everything one-handed. They'll keep jamming you, making you have to do
Yep.
everything like you got, you know, your fingers blown off kind of thing. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how you gonna rack the gun?
Yeah. How you got to fight through the pain.
Mouth on the mag. Like
Yep.
how you gonna? What are you gonna do?
You got to see that hollow sun holds up to racking it right off the end of the table.
Yeah,
Right off the
Yeah, yeah.
But no,
That is a beneficial thing to them.
that is a good
Dot.
point. Like anytime I'm looking at a handgun or a fighting pistol, that rear sight needs to be metal and it needs to have a definitive ledge on it. So if I need to go off a holster, a belt, my boot heel, whatever, one-handed, you can.
Yeah.
I think it's overlooked by a lot of shooters out there, though.
Yeah, but it's not one of, like, if you're going to the range just to like blanket targets or tin cans, like your mind's not gonna be like, well, what if I had to rack
Oh, I
this
know.
slide?
Oh, it's
without a
wild.
hand?
It's wild.
Like, whereas my
Yeah.
mind's the exact opposite. Like, what am I gonna do if X,
Yeah,
Y,
this is
Z?
a
Like,
fighting
yeah.
gun.
Right.
It's and any pistol I buy is a fighting gun. So
Well, that's a lot of people they treat. I mean, like, unless you got something that's thousands and thousands in a rare gun, you know, you should be just racking it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tool.
Yeah. Use it.
So Travis, what do you have to show us today?
So, another plug for the Firearms Files. I don't have the gun with me, but I have the holster set up similar to it. I bought a Smith & Wesson Model 629 mountain gun, 44 mag. So that's very like catered towards like the backpacking, the outdoors, whatever. So I bought, it's a Gunfighters Inc. Industries, I believe, and they call it their chest holster. So it literally is a harness system that sits the gun like right center mass on your chest. So like if you're riding, you're in a car, you're hiking, the gun's super supported, super comfortable, super easy access, just grabbing it right off the center of your chest. And they make holsters for like every different flavor of gun. So whatever. But they make, what I like about the company is they make a lot of revolver holsters in Kydex, which a lot of companies don't. So
Yeah.
for a stainless steel mountain gun, or like right now I have my 686 Plus and 357, same thing. Freaking awesome setup.
It looks awesome, dude. It looks like if you're driving a car, it'd be really accessible right there.
Like when I got this, we were riding around the mountains. I was just driving around the truck with it, sitting in there with my
Yeah.
Carhartt covered. Because
Looks
like,
solid too, man.
oh, it's like I was running around. I was doing all kinds of stupid stuff. Like, and in the wintertime, like you throw a Carhartt on, you can conceal this way. So
Yeah.
if you're into that,
Yeah.
have at it. I did. We went down to the town to the grocery store. I had my freaking mountain gun under my car. We're walking around the grocery store. So, like,
It's the way to do it, man.
that's right. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yeah. So when you bought that, then you can just buy different Kydex shells for the
Correct.
center.
Yeah. So, like, once you, like, the first one, you need to buy the whole setup. But then, like, what I did is, being I already have, like, the harness, for lack of a better description, you can buy just different Kydex inserts, and that's just 3 clips. And, I mean, like I said, you can get revolvers, full-size guns, guns with lights, like, whatever you want of combination of things, they have them. So, for right now, I just have the 2 for my mountain gun and then the 686. But I think there will be more coming.
So I can tell.
Yeah, I like it. Like, then
Him and his revolvers. They're,
I like revolvers, man.
yeah, you do.
You're a wheel gun guy.
I am. Well, no, I was telling him on the way out here, like, when Ryan's here, I'm definitely the resident FUD of the group. Like, there's, like, I'll own it. Like, these damn polymer pistol, like, I'll own it. Like, 1911 steel and revolvers, man. Like, but they still have their place. So.
Well, yeah, and you shoot them well.
And that's a caveat to both of the guns I really like, the 1911 and the revolver. Like, they're still viable tools if you're willing to put the time in, because it's going to take you a longer time to be good with those guns than an M&P,
Yep.
a 365, a Glock, any of those that, like, are the very common sellers for a reason, because people that don't shoot and train as often, those guns shoot way better for people that don't train as much. So,
Yeah.
It's the trigger squeeze.
yeah.
That's what it is.
It is, yeah. But I don't argue with people on that. Like, the 1911, awesome, but it's a game that it costs to get into and it takes time. The same with the revolvers. You buy a freaking cheap ass Taurus revolver, it's not going to shoot the same way as a Smith & Wesson 686 or a good Ruger or something like that. So,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Taurus revolvers, dude. So I think what a lot of people don't realize is the longevity of a revolver is a lot of it is about the timing of that cylinder. And Taurus is just, yeah, they hang up. It's just absolute garbage. If you're looking to spend money on a gun that's going to last your lifetime, resell it, pass it down to your child or whatever, spend the money on a good wheel gun. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
to go cheap with the Charter Arms or Taurus is just, you're just doing an injustice.
Right. Like that 586 that I brought out the first episode I was on. My dad bought that mid 80s maybe. Thing still shoots gorgeous to this day. But that wasn't a cheap I mean, it was cheap then. I wish I could go back in time and get it for the prices that he did.
Seriously.
But at that time it wasn't a cheap gun. There's lots of cheaper options out there, but that gun still shoots just as good now as it did then. So, like, I mean, the only caveat I would say for some of the Taurus stuff is, like, if you want to get into, like, a 454 or one of the big bores that you can, like, literally beat the crap out of and don't care.
Yep.
But even then, like, my mind goes to, like, I'm gonna spend the money on an X-frame because then I can at least trust it. When that grizzly's coming out of the bush at me, I know it's timed right and it's gonna go boom when I pull the trigger. Like,
Yeah, you can't take a risk,
Yeah.
especially on a big boy like that.
yeah,
No.
Did you guys get a chance to watch or the State of the Union address this past week?
I saw some clips from it and stuff, but
It's all the memes.
yeah,
Instagram's been pretty crazy.
yeah,
with
Instagram's
those.
pretty brutal. Trump's a little bit on my shit list right now, so
Why is Trump on your shit list?
he's just not going hard enough. Like,
No.
the promises that he made, like, dude, you need to get on it. Like, I want deportations. I want accountability for the Epstein. I want the Minnesota fraud. Like, we know all these things are bad, and you're up there touting things like they're great.
Yeah.
And now that he has been doing some good things, it's
Yeah.
definitely better than the alternative. I'm not. Two things can be true at once. Like,
Well, yeah, and also keep in mind, like the Epstein Files, for example, that has been talked about for years now.
right,
Right?
Like, he campaigned on it in 2016. It's like, okay,
They've
dude.
wanted to put this out for years, and they finally, like, the Justice Department started to trickle it out.
Right.
And then they trickled more of it out, and now they've trickled a lot of it
they
out.
trickled it out. But we're only starting to scratch the surface. Like, there's
Yeah.
so much more, and it's just, I don't know.
Well, and then it got redacted right away.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, here you go. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's how
we
I'm
we can't give that to
That's
you.
how I'm filing my taxes this year. A bunch of blacked out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just take a permanent marker and just black out everything.
But
I think it's just, it's nuts, the Epstein Files right now.
Yeah.
This is, it's actually crazy to me that these people email so many things. Like,
yeah,
Well, that's like at the union address. He talked about Pelosi. why isn't she in handcuffs right now?
Right.
For all the insider trading that she just did?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Because
or has done.
The problem is if you set that precedent, like they said, or I forget who said it, but like if we release all the names, the whole system goes down.
Okay.
Your terms are acceptable. Like
In my opinion, what he's afraid of is the Hitler complex.
yeah.
So if he starts to just be like, okay, this Omar lady from Minnesota,
Right.
her and her husband, let's deport him, let's arrest him, let's do whatever, right? You start to do this kind of, like, what's going to happen is there's such a strong Democratic Party in our country that there's going to be a massive fallout from it.
Yeah.
I think just they need to get away from this whole, problem they have with ICE going in. It's like, come on. We're trying to fix this country.
That's it. Okay, so the whole problem with ICE, this is a made-up problem.
Yeah.
It is publicized because
As a problem, but I have no problem.
It's not a problem.
Like,
yeah, it's actually good. But look, you look at the numbers. Like the Obama administration deported 4 times the amount of what
Correct.
Trump has done so far.
Yeah.
So if you look at the actual numbers, you know that it's the same people that are deporting. Like ICE is ICE. It's the same organization.
Right.
They had children that were getting sick in ICE detention back then and calling 911, needing help because they lost their inhaler. Like, this kind of has happened then, too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it was Obama doing it,
It's fine.
we didn't care on
Yeah.
it. The Republicans were like, well, deporting illegals, great, get them out.
Yeah, get
And
everybody
then
out.
Democrats, they're like, well, this is our candidate. We're not going to, why would we come down?
That's our voting base. Like,
Yeah, why would we come down hard on him?
But now it's the other way around.
Right.
And it's like, oh, no, this is bad. You guys
Yeah.
got to stop. You're bad. Like, come on.
Yeah. I'm really surprised and shocked that as a country we allowed Charlie Kirk to get assassinated and that there wasn't some fallout over that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
There should, and the more that they keep, that's a whole
It actually
rabbit hole,
shows
like-
you how, like, because the Republican voter side, we're very armed as people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're very peaceful.
Yes.
Very peaceful.
To a fault.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, you read through the Epstein Files, we're not angry enough.
No.
Like,
We take too much.
Exactly.
We take a
Like,
lot of.
Yeah.
all I know is like it's a little so I'm having my first kid this year, so like I always believed in protecting children, but now that's taken on a completely different meaning.
Yeah.
So like reading through those files and some of the things that are said and some of the things that were done, like it's absolutely disgusting. So like
Yeah. Wood chipper them all.
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler style.
Yeah.
I had my great uncle once said, he said, you cock and ball the people. He said, you just cut their cock and balls off and sew it on their forehead. And he's like,
It's a reminder.
It's
Hey,
a reminder.
You know
He
that.
said, you don't need to put him in prison. Just cock and ball that sucker.
Yeah.
And he's like, everybody would know, well, that's a pedophile.
Yep.
Or that guy majorly.
Yeah.
You know?
But yet they're still protecting them.
Yeah.
That's because it's all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it sickens me more is that, oh, we're just going to keep protecting all these pedophiles that keep going out and, doing things to children that are just horrible and horrific.
Well, it is. Go ahead.
We put down dogs when they bite somebody or
Yeah.
bite a child.
Yeah.
Let's apply this same logic just up the evolutionary chain here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
You made your bed.
Yeah.
Lie in it. Or
Well,
somebody will make you.
And did you see how other countries are dealing with it right now?
Yes. Yeah. China.
Yeah.
I think they're doing. They're putting the death penalty.
Yes.
If they catch you with, as a pedo, boom.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's some states in the United States that are that way. Like,
Yeah, but you don't hear about that.
No,
like
because
that's
it-
the thing. It's,
right,
it's
but-
all hush hush.
unless you research it, like I did there, a couple years ago, there was that guy in Texas that caught some dude on top of his daughter at his ranch, and he beat the dude to death with his bare hands and got off. They didn't charge him.
Yeah,
It's
but there
Texas,
was-
of course.
Mm-hmm.
There was that other guy that shot somebody for raping his daughter, and then he's getting charged with all these.
Yeah.
Again,
this
it all
murder
depends. On,
stuff.
it all depends on the state.
It
Depends
does.
on
It's like,
the
come on.
And
lawyer.
the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who the DA is in office, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. It's very political.
But that gets into a whole nother deeper, like who's funding the attorneys and this and that, and you can start spiraling way out of control.
Rabbit
Yeah.
hole goes deep.
Yeah.
It goes very deep.
Yeah. Yeah. So State of the Union, that was interesting. I thought, the biggest meme you guys have probably seen is the one where he's like, look, can we all agree that we want to put the safety of Americans over illegal
Yes.
aliens or
Yep.
whatever? And he's like, stand up if you agree
Yeah,
to
no,
that.
don't
And it
reference.
was a pretty drawn line down the middle.
Well, and it was a setup. He
It
knew
was.
he knew exactly what he was doing as soon as he said that.
Yeah,
He
because-
said that statement.
It was a
he
plan.
knew-
But it's something that shouldn't be like the same with like protecting children. That's something that shouldn't be political or controversial at all. Like that is just a good versus evil.
Yeah, that's morals right
Right.
there.
That tells me like if you have a problem with that statement, that tells me your moral compass is broke.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Like you don't have one.
right.
at
Yeah.
all.
Exactly. Like if we can't agree on like, hey, maybe we should really like. They freaking researched and euthanized that Peanut the squirrel that guy had up in New York last year. Spent all the money and time on that. But you're telling me we can't track down like people who are doing these nefarious things to children who are like the innocents of society? Like, no, don't. So,
Like children are gifts from God.
exactly.
And
Yep.
we're just gonna let people walk all over them. Like what is that to me is you just taking a big old loogie and hawking it right in the Lord's face.
That's what they do, though.
I know.
It fires me up.
It does. It fires everybody
I'm sure it
up.
fires the Lord up. I wouldn't be too happy if I was him.
The memes have been pretty good. I saw one about somebody like, I never could understand how God could flood the earth and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah and how he was in the Old Testament. And then it's like, no, I get it now. Like, yeah, God, let's bring some of that back. We need a little.
right.
But is it a lack of like common sense when you think about it? Because even that comment that somebody just made, like what you said there, if you read the Bible about Sodom and Gomorrah, it's like people are just like dragging people out of their homes and raping them in the streets and having mass
doing all
orgies,
kinds
like
of things.
all weird stuff, right? Dudes with dudes all over the place, and like
Well, and as soon as the angels came down, it was
Yeah,
like,
like,
oh, hey, can I
fresh
have
meat.
Can
Yes.
I have my turn?
Yes.
What?
yep, yeah,
But see, people don't read that anymore. Like,
no.
yeah. The moral
What they
compass is
what they
kinda
look at
broke.
is they're like, oh well, he destroyed them all, he killed them all. Probably should have done it sooner.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
seriously.
You know?
Well,
like-
and the backstory to that is before the angels went there, they were
Mm-hmm.
with Abraham, and Abraham basically reasoned with God, like, hey, if there's 50 righteous people, if there's
Yes.
40, if there's 30, and he worked him down to what, 10?
Yep.
I think 10
And
was
he,
the final.
He couldn't get 10.
I'm saying there wasn't 10, so
No.
God's
Yep.
like, deuces,
Deuces, yeah.
boys.
Yep. And that was it's such a cool story actually to read about,
It is.
because it actually shows even the compassion of humans, how we if you were like to put Abraham as a political party, think about this, right? Because it's like we just talked about this. We're like the Republicans are such an armed society, but we're so peaceful. He had the same mentality. He was like, he had God on his side, right? Totally on his side.
Yep.
And he's like, wanted to spare as many people as possible. He cared about human life that much.
I never thought of that. That's a
You
good,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously he ran out of negotiation room.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but the bar was pretty low, so I mean, he tried.
Yeah, he
but-
really tried. Yeah, it's nuts, dude. Our country is nuts right now.
Yeah, it's going downhill real fast.
Yeah,
and
and-
I mean, as much as Trump's trying to really turn everything around, and he's done pretty good.
Right.
I'm not gonna deny him that, but I think we're still kind of spiraling down. And
Yeah.
we need to find a way to pick this country back up.
Now, the only thing I will caveat to all of that is like Trump is a super, super smart business dude. So like,
Yeah, he is.
there's a good chance that he's working a lot of things behind the scenes to do
100%
things like,
agree.
and like, I listened to a couple guys and some of their theories are like he's kind of pushing the Epstein Files off to keep everybody irritated and angry about him. So then like everybody needs to get on board with releasing them.
Yeah,
Okay, so he's playing the crowd, playing the energy, which is very possible because that's what he does. So
Yeah.
I'm still holding out hope that like the day of reckoning
Dude,
is coming.
he's been unpredictable at times, which is not a bad thing.
No.
I think the whole like Nicolas Maduro capture mission,
Yeah, like
just
awesome, 100%.
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
But like came out of like there was no chat, like it just
nothing.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Hey,
Nothing.
by the way, we took your president. Like,
Yeah, I mean, there was like a little bit of news about like that Maduro challenged him on national TV and was like, "Come and get me," and Trump's like, "Okay,
bet.
sounds good."
See, like look at Venezuela now. They're coming back on a nice
Yeah.
progressive incline. I mean, the country is starting to turn itself around because they finally have that person out of there. You know what I mean? Like,
And he's pushing on him.
yeah,
He's pushing hard because if you look at it, like I think the vice president at the time when Nicolas Maduro was the president, I think she was in a totally different country at the time when the attack went down. But she comes in and now she's the president running the country. And at first she was all, we're not going to be pushed around. And then within days, her whole outlook changed.
Just kidding.
Yeah. And it's like, I think she probably put it in perspective like, hey, you don't really want to the USA right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're starting to open up international trade now with the oil. So,
Yep.
I mean, that's
Well,
why.
I think that was part of Trump's strategic plan there because that's oil in this side of the world.
It goes back
Yeah.
to like what you said. He's doing stuff behind
Correct.
the scenes.
Did you guys watch that press conference he did on national TV then after that Maduro thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I came down here that morning. Once I read it, what we did, I was like, this is one of those moments I got to sit in front of the TV and watch this. And so I watched this whole thing. Oil.
Yep.
But like you said, and some guys will look at it and be like, this president's because his mission is only money and oil. Okay. That's one perspective to look at.
Yep.
But the other perspective is that the facts are the facts. If, as a society, if everybody makes decent wages and we have incoming money and, what does it do? It lifts your spirits. It lifts your lifestyle. You start to feel better about yourself, right?
Yep.
When your taxes are increasing, when it's going the opposite direction, gas prices increase, food prices increase and such, your outlook on life starts to really somber up.
Right.
Yeah.
So he understands that, like, for us to be in a good culture here in the United States, it does come from people having money. And our money needs to grow here.
Right.
Like, he gets it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Capitalism works.
Yeah, and you
does.
need to have money to pay for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and big oil is kind of what helps this country run.
Well,
I mean,
oil's and
yeah.
everything. So, like,
I mean, I drive a fuel truck for work, so I mean, I need it for our company to work. So
Yep.
it's a necessity.
Yep. So we did this Nicolas Maduro thing, and then we start to move over to Iran. We've got all these ships now, practically most of our navies positioned over in Iran. We're positioning a lot of, of our planes and Air Force in surrounding countries to Iran. And all to get a nuclear deal is what they're making it seem. And that could be part of it. But the fact is, like, they sort of had a nuclear bomb almost ready, they said, and we bombed it out of them, and that clock got reset. So, it's a strong arming technique is what we're doing.
Yep.
We're kind of saying, we can take you out pretty quickly because we have the strongest Navy in the world.
Yeah.
We can do this, but it's a strong arm. And what do we truly want? Do we want them to sign off on a nuclear? Yeah, sure. Who doesn't want that?
yeah.
Besides Russia and China, who could care less, but every other country around Iran doesn't want them to have nuclear weapons. But I feel like there's more to that story, too. I feel like there's more underneath that,
100%.
like there's another goal.
100%. Yeah. I mean, you talk to a lot of guys, like, listen to the Sean Ryan show and interviewing guys that came back from the wars in the Middle East, and everybody's kind of like, why are we there?
Yeah.
What did we accomplish? What was it? And it was all on the premise of, there were WMDs in Iraq.
No, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
No. Yeah. So,
It's all money racketing.
correct.
Like,
So I'm super suspicious when everybody's like, we need to get into another war in the Middle East. No, we don't. Do we
No,
need
we-
to be smart? Yes.
Yeah.
But do we need to get involved in another endless war in the Middle East where we kill tons of their people, they kill tons of our people? No. The Middle East looks the same now as it did in 2001 before we got there. Like, everything's a mess. Like,
Yeah, it's always been a mess.
we're gonna win hearts and minds and instill capitalism and democracy. No, you're not. Like, all you're doing is making them hate the United States more because you're there screwing up their lives.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, like, if you look at all the protests going on in Iran and how they've killed off a lot of their people, there's been so much dissension. And I don't know if you looked at what the value of one of their dollars is right now.
I didn't.
I have not.
So if you took, let me put it this way: if you took a U.S. dollar over there right now, it'd be over $1 million of their dollars to equal $1 U.S. dollar right now.
Jeez.
Their economy has just tanked.
And our dollar ain't worth
Tanked.
crap now either.
And think about it. It's like North Korea, for example. Their budget as a country is centered around their military. Mm-hmm. Like 90% of their budget goes to the military, and the rest of it, they're just like everybody's in poverty all the time.
Rocket Man.
Yeah, yeah. So I think if I had to guess what he's going to do, my guess is that he wants to kill the leader of Iran. My guess is he wants to wipe out whoever leads that country over there and get somebody in there that's, again, like Venezuela. Let's talk about oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what the goal was in Iraq and Afghanistan, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we wanted to retaliate and stuff and trust, the soldiers on horseback did.
Yeah, right.
They did their shit.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
They did. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens here in the next week or so.
My gripe with that, though, is like there's so much oil stateside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get the freaking EPA out of the way. Like between Colorado, Alaska, Texas, heck, Pennsylvania's got tons of oil underneath it. Like, let us get energy independent and drill for it here. But that doesn't look good on the world banking.
Well, you can thank Biden for that one.
Yeah, but even before that, even Trump's first administration, it's like, dude, like, push hard. Like, there's ways to do it smart and protect it. Like, again, two things can be true at once. You can drill for oil and still protect the environment. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to destroy a met. No, like,
No, it doesn't.
You go up to our camp. There's a pipeline that runs right behind our camp, 50 feet off the back of our camp. If I took you there, you wouldn't know it was there until I told you it was there.
Yep.
Like, they did a great job.
Is it natural gas?
Yeah, natural gas. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of natural gas where we're at.
Yep.
But they did a phenomenal job with it. Like, yeah, you can drive around, you can see some rigs and some pump stations and stuff like that. But as far as, like, the environment looking the same.
It looks just fine. Deer cross it
yeah,
all
exactly.
the time.
The deer love whatever they're putting on the pipeline.
Yeah,
so.
really. I mean, you like if it's a really quiet night, you can hear some of the pump stations. Yeah. But honestly, you have no idea they're there.
Yeah, and see, you guys have a firsthand visual of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
But what happens is these Democrats put a fear into people, and they're like, "Oh my God, well this harming.
Person's well got poisoned."
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing up the area we have our camp in. Like, oh, this person's well smelled like sulfur now. Wells up there have smelled like sulfur for the past 50 years. My grandfather told me story after story. There was a well at a camp they used to stay at. You could take a match and light it over the top of the well, and it would just flicker. So, like, everybody spins a story, and it's like, unless you're there and see the reality of it.
Welcome to natural elements of the earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
It's crazy. Let's move on to some other topics here. And you know what? We could talk about Minnesota fraud for a minute, and then let's talk about guns.
I was just saying, gun talk.
So, yeah, Minnesota fraud's big time right now, and there's a lot of fraud going on in a lot of states that we're seeing.
Oh, yeah.
If you've seen all the memes about the Leering Center, it's awesome. Nick Shirley and what he's exposed out there.
So my new business plan is a daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's kind of funny to see, but, I mean, how are these people this f***ing stupid why is our government giving out so much money without actually sending agents out to inspect and...
Yeah, where are the audits?
You forget to claim the $600 you Venmo'd me and the IRS is knocking on your door. Where's...
Right.
Where's that? Yeah.
Where's that?
Crazy.
Why aren't we going knocking on doors?
Yeah, right. How many billions of... Like, if they clean this fraud up, they wouldn't need to tax the shit out of us.
Correct.
What a novel idea.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to see some improvements there. But, guys, let's talk about some freaking
This
guns.
is Somalia, right?
Yeah.
I am the captain.
He's the captain now.
Yeah,
he's got the gun.
He's the captain now with that rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this gun is interesting. So Weatherby just introduced the Dangerous Game models. And I'll pass it around here. We can give opinions on it, thoughts. But basically, the reason Weatherby went after this market... Yeah, it sounds good.
Nice
and it
flute
feels
bolt.
good.
Yeah.
The reason Weatherby went after this market is because there was a big void there. There's not enough manufacturers making, the heavy hitters, the high caliber bear stoppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is 416 Weatherby mag.
Yeah, that's freaking huge.
So I'm guessing like 416 Rigby, kind of in that probably neighborhood. I love the short throw bolt. You can't see it because we're only on audio, but the bolt is a very short throw, 2 clicks.
Synthetic furniture too. It's pretty gorgeous.
Yeah, this is a really sharp looking gun. It gives like African safari gun vibes, but
Yeah, that's exactly
but a little more modern.
water
Yeah.
buffalo gun.
Exactly.
Yes,
The
I can see that.
The hood over the front sight, the iron sight still being on it. A lot of bolt guns don't even come with iron sights.
I can see a lot of people out west buying that.
So I'm going to tell you a little information here on that particular gun. What is it shooting? Let me see here.
I just love this fluted bolt. Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Yes, aesthetically, 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's set up as a brush setup. So you've got, the nice thing about it is you have a threaded barrel, and it comes with a thread protector and the muzzle brake on the end. But you've got a protected front sight with a hood around it. Your rear sight is adjustable. So if you chose to just buy this gun, shoot at open sights for out to 100 yards in the brush, which is what it's made for.
You're set.
Yeah, you could definitely do it.
And it has a hell of a lot of velocity coming out of that barrel length too.
Are you looking up the specs on the 416?
I'm trying to get there. I'm struggling a little. What I wanted to tell you is, this is what I thought. 350 grain is what the bullets. It's a lot of.
Daddy like.
What's the barrel length on this?
24.
It's 24.
Yeah.
It's pretty long.
Yep. And it's fully coated. You can really beat the living out of that gun. It is drilled and tapped. Throw a base on there, and it's got to be a really high quality scope you put on, because to deal with the shock of that round.
Oh yeah.
But they took over a spot where a lot of companies are struggling to even want to produce those large caliber hunting guns. Because you don't sell this in volume.
No.
You're selling
them handful.
minimal. Yeah, like that gun right there, if I get 2 to 3 for the whole year, that's what I'll get, because they probably aren't producing a ton of that gun.
No, but they'll move.
They
move
will.
from your inventory.
Absolutely.
Guys are going to be like, "Oh, I need that."
Yeah. Yeah. And you just can't find even, like Kimber has that 8400M, but to buy that gun, you're spending $500 less,
Yeah.
$600 less, maybe $1,000 less if you find a deal. But it's still, this is a brand new gun. They're coming out. Weatherby's MSRP on this is $39.99, and it is worth it for sure.
I agree.
That's a lot of money for a gun, but if you're the guy that's going on an African safari, again, figure, you're going over there, and then to even bag the animal and send it back home as a mount, you're going to spend $4,000 to $5,000. So it's like,
those people are playing a different tax bracket than I am.
yeah,
But,
for sure.
But yeah, either on Weatherby's website, because that's the only thing with Weatherby with guns, they kind of shoehorn you into. You have to buy Weatherby bullets then.
Yes.
But they offer a 350 grain Barnes or a 400 grain Hornady DGX, which is like their dangerous game. So
Sweet.
That's pretty spicy.
Here you go. We got a 54-degree bolt,
Yeah.
There you go.
deep fluted bolt,
Yep.
removable bolt knob. It is Cerakoted, which I was just about to ask.
Yep.
Isaiah. And it's got the AccuBrake ST titanium as the compensator on the front. That's pretty nice.
Yes, aesthetically 10 out of 10 on the rifle for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're making this, the smallest caliber they're doing is the 300 Weatherby mag. And they have, dang, dude, I can't even read this. 340 Weatherby mag. What the hell is 375 H&H? There you go.
There we go.
375
Now we're
H&H,
talking.
which is cool.
Yeah.
I gotta get one of those, dude. Yeah, I'll get one of those.
I want a 458 Winchester Magnum.
Well, you can't get it in this.
I know I can't get it in this.
460 Weatherby mag.
Okay.
There you go.
It is wild, actually, how much per round that is to shoot that, though.
Yeah, so on Weatherby's website, $220 for a box of 20.
Yes.
Goodness.
This
Oh
will not
my
be your
gosh.
Sunday afternoon plinking rifle.
No, not at all.
$1 a shot.
Yeah.
If you take a shot, it better count
Yep.
for what
So,
you're shooting at.
You're gonna spend $300 to get it sighted in, and then a couple shots a year to make sure it's on.
That's it. That's really all
Which-
you need it for.
As cool as the gun is, that bothers me a little bit. In of that, like, how good can you get with a gun if you don't shoot it?
Right.
So like, I understand like there's a fine line. Like you can take your 270 bolt gun out and shoot it and practice it, and the fundamentals and the mechanics are the same.
Yep.
But there is something to be said. Like if you're legitimately taking this to Africa, like I'm gonna want to shoot this and be super comfortable with this exact gun, with the recoil, with the rounds, everything. So, but again, I guess if you're going on an African safari, the money doesn't mean the same thing to you as it does to me. So
Exactly.
Yeah, to most guys, it's not going to
yeah.
phase them.
Most guys are gonna go buy a brand new box. You're gonna be the one that reloads.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I need to get the dies and start reloading next.
But also keep in mind, the purpose of this gun is really that you want that first shot to
Right, exactly.
devastate that game.
Which with 400 grains clipping along, it will.
Yes.
Especially, I mean, anything stateside. I mean,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can you see shooting a whitetail with this?
I use my 300 Win Mag to hunt whitetail, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit overkill.
I love the freaking 300 Win.
300 Windy is my favorite.
That
like,
is a great caliber.
I will say the hole on the hide from your doe this year.
Yes.
That was
30 caliber hole in, fist size hole out the other.
it was a hole.
Hornady SST bullet.
So you know what that 300 Win Mag does. Now, one of my customers was telling me about he was shooting the 416, and he's like, dude,
The
He's-
Weatherby or the okay.
and he's like, dude, it'll put a 12-inch hole
I
out the
believe
other
it.
side.
That's I mean that energy transfer has to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Talk about no ribs for deer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you use that rifle on deer. You got. I mean, I would do it, but so.
You do it once.
Of course
right?
you would.
I'd
You'd
do
be
it.
like,
You do it once.
Yeah, we gotta
Just
try.
for science.
I just want to see the pink just puff.
Pink mist.
Yeah,
Yes.
just
Inquiring minds want to know. No, that's a sharp looking rifle though.
Yeah, I think they crushed it.
like
So
imagine,
do you have that one? Do you have that one sold?
Yeah, that one's getting cut down to 20-inch.
Nice.
I've had, let me think. I think the 300 came in as well, or maybe it was a 340.
The 340 Weatherby
340 Weatherby mag came in. That's sold. One of these. I have another one of these coming in this coming week.
Mag. Nice.
So
yeah, like
So
I
yes.
said, they're gonna go.
So if you want a dangerous game rifle from Weatherby, go to the firearmsfiles.com.
yeah, we've been selling a lot of Weatherbys actually. Just a ton of Weatherbys are all across the board.
They built a great. I have a Weatherby Vanguard, something or other in 300 Win Mag,
Yep.
and beautiful bolt gun. Like shot my bear with it. Like it beautiful bolt gun.
Yep.
That one doesn't come out too often because it is a little on the heavy side because that one's wood furniture and blued and real pretties. But it's still on nice days it comes out.
Was that made overseas or is that out of Wyoming?
No, that's a
It's
Japan.
Japan.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think most of their budget line stuff is out of Japan, and then it's like the high end, the Mark V series. Like that's when they'll.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Meat Eater is Meat Eater sponsored by Weatherby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, even steel though, steel out of Japan is great.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
it's-
Spyderco they use a lot of Seki City Japan steel. So I mean, just because
Knife guy.
Yeah. No,
Well, but-
Japan actually, and that's where Winchesters and
I
Brownings.
say a lot
Yeah.
of Brownings are made there.
Yeah.
So I mean, like just because something says Japan on it, don't say
no, I
that.
have no problem
No,
with-
I know,
I have no
I'm
problem
not
with
you.
Japan.
I'm talking about
No.
everybody
If it
else.
says made in
listeners.
China, I have a problem with
If I
it.
if I see made in Turkey, I'm turning my head the other way.
Yeah,
On a
Turkey,
gun.
China.
On a gun.
You don't want a garrison?
Made in Turkey is a big no-no for me.
Yeah.
But I've just had too many guys tell me that their Turkish gun of whatever brand, because there's a million brands out there now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, when it breaks down, they try to get customer service and they just can't get anybody.
Yeah. Press
like,
one for
well,
English.
You know, you need the
Yeah.
Get yourself a USA
need the right
made.
area code.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Stay stateside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't stress enough. We've talked about how buying a quality brand gun matters.
Oh, it does.
And there's a lot of good budget options now. Like, you don't need to break the bank to get a good pistol.
No.
Or a good rifle.
No.
Like the Ruger American Gen 2, phenomenal bolt gun for the money.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like,
it
Did
is.
you end up getting one then?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's still sitting in the box brand new, but I didn't outfit it yet. But yeah, he got me one in 308.
Nice.
And Savage is making good budget bolt guns. Like, there's, and then when it comes to handguns, I mean, you got the SIG, you got even the Ruger, that was it, RMX? Is that what the Ruger Glock wannabe is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good little pistol for the money. Like, it's super easy right now.
Magpul Glock.
Yeah, exactly. It's super easy to get a good reliable pistol at a good price now.
Yep.
Like,
and for it being in the U.S. too.
right? Yeah, exactly.
I still will not buy Ruger handguns though.
Revolvers.
I won't. I mean, if I'm buying a Ruger handgun to sell, I'll buy and sell the SP101s, the GP100s. Like, those are really quality built guns.
Oh yeah.
But the Ruger semi-autos, and people can about this, like that RXM. Like, look, it is what it is, man. If I'm going with something that's trying to mimic a Glock, I'm just gonna go with a Glock.
Right. I'm not advocating because I don't like Glocks to begin with, so I'm not gonna buy the Ruger Temu Glock. Like, I'm not gonna do it. But
That's like everybody with the PSA dagger that looks just like a Glock. It's like,
Black Rain Ordnance makes a handgun that looks like the Glock. Like,
a lot of people are
go buy
they're
a Glock.
marketing around it.
Go buy a Glock.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Glocks, but if you want one, go buy a Glock.
Yeah.
Like,
They're really not. It's not going to break the bank.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100% on, like, if I'm buying a Ruger handgun, it's a revolver. Like, the SP101s, the LCRs, the Blackhawks, the Ruger Super Red Hawk is a phenomenal,
Great gun.
phenomenal pistol because you can load as hot a 44 loads in it as you want because that frame is so freaking strong. Like, I'm pretty sure Buffalo Bore puts on some of their packaging that you can only use, like, the certain Ruger revolvers for their loads because they're that hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruger revolvers are built to heavier standards than some Smith & Wessons, actually.
Oh, yeah. I mean, until you step to the X-frame. But, like,
Yes.
you can't shoot Buffalo Bore through your vintage Model 29 and expect it to go well. Like, so if you buy Buffalo Bore, read the warning labels.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
But that's the one thing I think Ruger does well. Like, their wheel guns. The Security... I wish they still made the Security 6. That was such a good-looking gun. GP100s.
Yep.
But
I know my dad loves his Ruger Red Hawk.
Yeah, the Red
That's
Hawk.
a great gun,
he
dude.
loves
That's
that
a
thing.
great gun.
He's got a scope on it.
Just a different aesthetic than the Super Red Hawk, but almost the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great gun.
Yeah,
And the
it's got
Blackhawks.
Yeah, the Blackhawks are cool.
the blued steel. That's my favorite.
Uh-huh.
I love having a blued steel.
Nice polished finish.
Yeah. The thing, it'll take down a deer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of aesthetics...
Yeah, so other changes in the marketplace. Q is doing a lot of things. They've introduced a lot of different models. Q, this past year, the fixed rifle, the bolt action, became very popular for shooters. And they actually did some brilliant things. So now they're trying to expand that line. They came out with a mini fix, which they're building in the 300 Blackout 5.56 and 6mm arc. So just three calibers in a mini fix. And then you've got the full-size fixed rifle, 6.5 Creedmoor 308 and 8.6 Blackout. But there's new things coming.
Yeah.
They're going to come out with some heavy hitters in the near future. I would say in the next 6 months, we're going to see a drop of a bigger fix.
Nice.
The problem solver.
Is that what they're going to call it?
I have no idea.
That's what they should
no
call it.
idea.
That'd be a good name.
But, like, yeah, it's
The
it's
ultimate fix.
yes, the ultimate
Q.
fix.
Q,
Actually,
are you listening
I
out
would
there?
not
Hey,
be
Q.
surprised, dude.
Send me my royalty check.
I would not be surprised.
Ultimate fix
Yeah,
in
they
458 Win Mag.
they've what I've heard is that they actually have the rifles. They're being used right now by the Q. They actually, the owners of Q, they do a lot of design and a lot of hunting.
Yeah,
a ton of hunting.
Yeah.
He's rather controversial because he's not afraid to say what everybody's thinking. Like,
No.
I'm designing these guns to kill and kill well. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he
you either
takes
like it
them
or
and
you don't.
f***ing shows it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
He's-
that 8.6 blackout.
Yes.
I couldn't even tell you how much
Zebras,
stuff they hunted with.
water
Yeah,
buffaloes,
zebras, yeah, everything.
Like he's shooting big shit. Now they want to bring out bigger caliber stuff because they're like, let's get a 300 Win Mag.
If they build one at 300
You know?
Win Mag, I might consider.
Or they're going to be doing stuff like
I
that.
might consider.
Well, and the other thing is that's cool about these is the modularity of being able to take the barrel off and change out the caliber.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So that's what's cool. Like I've had customers buy the Q rifle to fix and then grab a proof research barrel that weighs 2.5 pounds for the barrel.
So when you're hunting, carbon fiber goes in. When you're shooting it at the range, steel barrel goes in.
And it's super easy to change out.
That's
It's
good.
just
that's a
you
good
don't
idea.
have to have special tools. Like it's already set up for your head spacing, so you can just unbolt one, bolt the other one on. So that's
pretty
what's going on. It's a pretty cool thing to see. Right now, what's holding them up from releasing the ultimate fix? What's holding them up is the suppressors. They want to introduce
Yeah, because they built
suppressors.
all those suppressors, right?
Yes. So they want to introduce so that when people buy the rifles, they can buy the suppressors to match.
The ultimate hush puppy
Yes.
to go with the ultimate fix.
Well, and because what a lot of guys don't realize on those guns, they have so many different, the different bores, you have different sized cherry bomb muzzle brakes to go on. And so then they've got to have, I mean, there's, I think right now there's 4 different sizes
Okay.
that they've got. So when you buy like a Q suppressor, you can't just be like, oh, sweet, it's a Q suppressor. Looks like it'll work. Like, no, bro, slow down. You need to like triple check that suppressor is the exact model that's going to fit on that cherry bomb.
Is that based off like threads and everything? Thread pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I do like about Q, like that Weatherby rifle is nice, but Q still builds their guns like in calibers that there's lots of different ammo choices for,
Yeah.
which I can respect that. I like that. Like the 300 Blackout, the 5.56, the 308. As much as I hated the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Well, and think about this. Weatherby has been an ammo manufacturer for a long time.
Right. They can do it. They don't care.
Yep. So they were producing ammo, and then they come into it and they're like, you know what? Let's just make proprietary guns to work with our ammunition that we supply.
Yeah.
They make business on both ends.
Right.
Yep.
I mean,
crazy.
that's how a lot of things started. I mean,
It's wild, though. So that's what's going on with Q.
you
It's
just
pretty
had
awesome.
one come through not that long ago, right?
Yeah, and I have one right now. I have the mini fix and 300 Blackout here.
Nice.
Yeah, that is going to be that's a freaking awesome hunting gun. Like for a hog hunter down south that wants something suppressed that's absolutely quiet.
Yeah.
300 Blackout mini fix. That's the way to go.
Yeah. 300 Blackout's the win for
Yeah.
suppressed. There's no question about it.
I love firing your 300 blackout.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
shit, you could use that on whitetail, dude.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great on whitetail, actually.
And then you get, you've never shot it with like subsonic ammo. It's a completely different animal. Like
Yeah.
it's
But I mean, still, we've had no ears
Yeah.
when we shot it.
Yeah.
It's just
still hearing safe enough for us.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the mountains.
What?
And for those who don't know, my wife is Travis's sister.
Yep.
So that's how we're able
Yeah. I
to
guess we
connect
we
like
probably
that.
should,
Yeah,
we probably should have led with that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that
Yeah,
earlier
yeah, exactly.
of mentioning that, but
Yeah. Well.
you just we all seem like brothers anyway, so it
Yeah.
doesn't
We're-
make a difference.
We're all
But
into
all good.
guns.
yep, absolutely. So the other thing going on right now for the Glock news out there, sales are strong with Glock nationwide. Glock's Gen 6s they can't make enough of right now. And so what they've done is basically they have focused on trying to ramp up production on the Gen 6s. And what happened was they all of a sudden ran out of 43Xs, 48s, 42s, all the small stuff. So, I had customers emailing me. They're like, dude, do you have a 43X? Like, and I'm like, you can find a 43X at any gun shop in America. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, but no, I don't have one. And then I looked and I'm like, dude, that's freaking nuts. They were sold out everywhere. Everything small.
So it's
Yeah.
almost like they shouldn't have stopped making them.
Well, and so what they did now is now they're like, it's hitting in waves. So they'll produce a ton of Gen 6s. They'll hit the market and flood the market with them. And then all of a sudden, those are going to get scarce.
Yeah.
And then because, they'll be pushing out the smaller stuff. So that's what's going on in Glock sales right now. The Gen 6 isn't as good as they say it is. It is. Get your hands on one if you're a Glock shooter because you're going to freaking love it. I had a guy today that literally told me, he said, a month ago, he told me, like, F Glock. He's like, I don't like their philosophy and stuff. And he owns a lot of guns. And you know what? He held a new Gen 6 today, and he bought 2 from me today after holding 1. And then he ordered another 2.
Nice.
He said it's one of the nicest feeling pistols in his hand. And I can see where he's coming from. They've really improved it over the past generations.
Yeah, we were talking about it on our way here, and I was like, "Yeah, I've seen they've upgraded their lowers on it, and they've made a more aggressive stippling on the grip, so I can say it looks pretty good."
Yep.
Would I get myself one? Probably not.
You're not a Glock guy,
not, exactly.
But you know what? You have a good solid weapon systems that you have, and we're gonna take a break here, guys, for a minute, and then we're gonna talk about the other choice weapon that you brought along.
Oh, okay.
That you can share with the group, and we'll get back
can
into
be fun.
it.
Yes.
Well, here we'll sign off here. Welcome back.
We're back. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about a sweet gun. And Richard has to show us. Richard, tell us what you got there, dude.
Oh, I got the
Show and tell
Taylor
time.
Ranch Hand. It's Taylor tuned, of course. Oh yeah. It's smooth.
So that's what the 1873 model?
Yeah, 1873 single action army.
Oh yeah.
If that doesn't get your blood moving as an American, just leave. Get out.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was like, Isaiah, I gotta get one. Can you get me one? And he's like, heck yeah, man. So we picked this up last week?
Yep.
And I mean, it was like 3 days. It was quick.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was
weird.
very quick. I was like, I think I texted you Monday, and I was like, hey, let's pull the trigger on that 1873. You're like, all right, well, let me see if I can get a hold of Taylor. And you got back to me within like 20 minutes. You're like, hey, they got them in stock. And I was like, okay, cool. I want it. Taylor tuned and everything. And Wednesday night, it was like, hey.
I didn't expect to message you so quickly on that. It normally does not work out like that.
No.
But especially for a custom gun that they've got to actually tune.
Yeah. I mean, that trigger going from 5 to 7 pounds to 3 is just insane. I mean, it is so smooth. I love it.
So what else is unique about this gun?
The other unique thing about that, so that is the new, I think they came out with it in 23 or 24. So right now that's got the cylinder for 9mm. You can take it out very easily, very quickly, and you can put a 357 cylinder in that. So that gun right there can run 3 different rounds, and that is one of my, I love it.
Yeah, and how cool is that though? Like 2 cylinders, pop it out, done.
Yeah. And
That's badass, dude.
They're easily marked.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna be like, oh, I don't know which one I have.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna know.
This gun, in my opinion, between like how they did the accents of the brass frame,
Yeah.
and then the case hardened steel around the cylinder right there,
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
the polished blued barrel and cylinder, like there's so many cool things about this gun that you almost just want to like
Put it on the wall.
Oh, it really is one that you want to look at every day. Seriously.
Yeah, it's one that
It's so beautiful.
You just want to click those 3 clicks back, and you just want to feel it. It's
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's awesome.
if you want to feel American,
Yes.
Yeah.
from like the Wild West, that's the pistol. Now that's based off of the Cattleman as well.
Yes.
But the difference is the Cattleman doesn't have the brass backstrap and trigger guard. And I just love the brass. I think that really makes it stand out and pop.
Oh, for sure, dude. So on the Cattleman, are they doing a blued steel?
I think it's a blued steel backstrap.
Okay.
I think the Smoke Wagon's the same way because I have the Smoke Wagon that's Taylor tuned in 45 long Colt, and it's case hardened, but there's no brass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the grip's like a checkered instead of smooth.
Yeah, dude, this is sharp. It also, like, balance-wise,
Yeah.
it's the right barrel length. It is just...
Yeah, that's the 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 5.5 single action Army
Oh yeah.
is the sweet spot.
With the hammer spurs a high angle as well, which is cool.
And I don't mind the navy grips. Now, granted, I got some big paws on me.
Yep.
My pinky doesn't fall off. I know a lot of guys are like, "Oh, my pinky falls off the bottom." I really don't have that problem.
What do you mean to do? Freaking shoot it with your pinky on the bottom. Like,
Exactly. I mean, that's like with hitting. Me playing baseball. If it was a little bit too short for you, throw that pinky off on the bottom. You got more.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a beautiful gun right there.
yeah, I love that.
I'm gonna be a little fuddy here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The only this is awesome. Gonna be super fun to shoot because 9mm. This thing is gonna shoot like a 22 being this heavy. It does seem slightly sacrilegious to see 9mm stamped on the
I was
side.
thinking the same thing.
I was very surprised.
It
I was thinking
seems
the
just
same
a
thing.
little wrong.
Yeah. Why would you have to stamp it?
Yeah.
Just stop. Just
Don't.
put 1873 on there.
Don't.
Yeah.
It can be.
When I open
Its
open up the
pronouns
box-
can be
And in
whatever
fact,
it wants
I'll be
to
honest.
Don't
Okay.
tell me.
pronouns, yeah.
99%, I'm giving that gun a 99%.
Hell
right?
yeah.
The
Aesthetically-
1% aesthetically is
This right
even
here.
the 1873. Honestly,
It looks cheap.
whatever it does.
Yeah.
Like,
They could have.
especially when they have this Taylor, like the name
Yes.
on the top, so nice.
Yeah.
What is this?
That
What
was
happened?
done with a laser too.
Yeah,
You can
like-
tell.
Yep.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not deep.
When I opened up the box, or when you had it out, I came to pick it up.
So when you're
I was
hanging on
like,
the wall, hang it this
You
way.
hang it
yeah,
the other way.
Yeah, hang it the other way. See, you don't
But
have to see
honestly,
the-
I mean, we're being nitpicky, but
yeah,
we can be.
exactly.
I'm allowed to be.
But I don't own that gun.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I would buy that in a heartbeat if it was on a shelf. Like,
dude.
yeah.
and I even saw that, I'd be like, yeah, I want that shit.
Yeah.
I want it
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Again, that's just being uber critical. That's
Yep.
the only like. It just seems like because
Mm-hmm.
you pick that gun up and you're like, okay, it's gonna be 45 long Colt, 44-40, 9mm.
Yeah,
Huh? What?
yeah. I
Super
know.
awesome though, because 9mm.
And you know what? The reason they did it,
it's everywhere and
it's-
it's cheap.
well, and they want to make it like, oh shit, you got a single action 9mm in your hand.
Yeah.
They're thinking of that's hanging in a shop. Some guy is trying to sell guns that doesn't know what he's looking at. Customer walks by. Hey, what does that say? 9mm? Oh, what is that? Let me look at that.
I'm looking for a new concealed carry piece.
Yeah, let's conceal carry. Let's use this for hunting whitetails.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I get a holster, it's definitely going to be leather.
Yeah,
I
dude,
told him on the letter, I said,
absolutely.
don't you dare stick that.
This will
Kydex."
never touch
No,
Kydex.
please don't.
No, but I mean, one more time.
Oh,
Give us a spin.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
That's
really
a beautiful gun.
Oh yeah.
And Taylor does a phenomenal job when
Yeah.
Taylor tune them.
When I mean, I've never.
So it's a
felt-
Uberti. It
Yeah.
comes in from Italy.
Yep.
Uberti's who builds the gun, and then Taylor's is the importer, and they do the tuning work.
Yeah. Now I've never felt a Taylor or Uberti that doesn't have the Taylor tune to it. I mean, you feel them at the Outdoorsman show if you ever go. But I mean, having that Taylor tuned is just so nice.
You got spoiled though because you've only ever shot Taylor tuned gun.
I never shot yours.
You sure?
Yeah. No, you've never. You've
Huh,
never
well,
brought
we'll
that
have to- we'll have
with.
to fix that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll have to remedy. Yeah, well, let's make sure we put the 9mm on our left hands.
Yeah,
The
true.
45 long Colt
Good
on our
point.
right.
Good point. Well, and you just brought up something interesting, the sports show. We didn't even talk about that, but all of us got out to the sports show this year, which is
Heck yeah.
kind of cool. It's always it's fun, dude, especially if you're into the hunting aspect of firearms ownership, and it's a hunting show. It's a great hunting show.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, you're around that area too. Like, we're not far from the farm show complex. I mean, if you're close, you're gonna go.
Well, people come from everywhere too. Like we're talking people
Maryland, New York,
Virginia.
even New Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
yeah, there's a lot of people that come in. It's one of the bigger outdoor shows in the country that they do.
Yeah.
And hunting specific. If you're looking to get if you're looking to book a guided trip somewhere,
That is the place to go.
Yeah.
100% you got to go to that show.
And whatever you want, gators, African,
Yep.
Montana, pigs.
I know there was one place last year, they were gonna, the rifle they gave you to hunt with, you actually got to take that home then. So it was like, hey, I'll take a boar hunt anytime, and if I get a nice rifle out of it, sure, why not?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's really cool to walk through and see all of the vendors that are there. It's honestly mind-blowing, and it kills my brain going through.
Yeah.
It really does, because there's so much to see. There really is, and you can't even wrap your head around it. I feel like you could go to that show for 20 years and then finally start to understand what's going on.
Yeah. It's a little bit of overstimulation.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But yeah, Firearm Files, we had some of our guns up there on display, and met a whole crap ton of people. We partnered with the PA Auction Center, so we were up there. We got to meet a lot of great people, and we had a really awesome booth this year, so was very successful. And compared to last year, I think where I worked like 8 of the 9 days, this year I worked 6 of the 9, so it was definitely much better for me.
Yeah.
But you had a way better setup this year too. Like just
Yeah.
as from somebody being a passerby, or like
Yeah.
your booth this year, way better.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, you sent me that picture, and I was like, yeah, that's
The guns in the
definitely...
cases, the freaking 1919 belt fed, like
Yep.
right. This
Yeah,
one
it was a 1919 Browning 1919. Yeah, it was a pretty serious setup. But yeah, I think the show was awesome this year. What do you guys any of your takeaways from it? Like from just kind of wandering through. Let's keep it gun specific. Was there anything that caught your attention that you saw?
Now, I talked with the Taylor rep, and I was like, hey, what's new for you guys for this year? And she pointed out that they were coming out with the 9mm lever action. I mean, it was pretty sweet. It had a shorter throw on the lever. But I don't know.
Like a 22.
Yeah, it really seemed like you probably were plinking like a 22, but you had 9mm, so you got a little bit more, stopping power behind it. But I mean, it was pretty nice. Those do come Taylor tuned. I will say that. She was
so they tune the lever guns.
They
too.
tune the lever guns, but they get tuned right away. They're not like the pistols where you can choose to get them tuned.
Yeah,
they tune them right away.
Yeah.
But the cool thing I will say for those, they're all made in U.S. America.
Yeah, we do like that.
I do like that.
Taylor's always has a really nice booth up there, and what's cool about them, I feel like the same faces are there year after year. Yeah. So you kind of know who you're going to see up there. It's always the blonde-haired lady and the brown-haired girl.
Yep.
I don't know their names yet. Maybe give me 20 years on their names, but
Hey, you.
Yeah.
but other players that were up there, trying to think what the changes were from what we've seen in the past. Because there were some firearms manufacturers not there that Walther was not there.
Yeah.
That was a big change.
Was Springfield there? I don't
Springfield's never been there. Springfield's never there. Glock's never there. Smith & Wesson was there. They always have a good booth with all their stuff in it. And
I know H&K was there.
Yeah.
Ruger was there, but they're, of course now they're partnered with Marlin.
Yeah.
So
Ruger Marlin, so which they saved the Marlins from extinction. So
yeah, we can at least thank them for that.
yeah, that Marlin went through a real rough patch there.
Yeah.
Mossberg did that new 990. That's kind of was their focal point of the booth this year. The 990, either in the shockwave configuration or in the full length configuration.
Are we talking? Who was it? You were telling me about the trench gun or whatever that you liked.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mossberg makes that retrograde. They call
the
it.
retro is cool.
It
That's
looks
a cool
so
gun.
badass. Look,
It does.
It's got a cool it's like a greenish Cerakote finish to
Yeah.
it.
They're pretty badass.
Yeah. I would love that.
Of course, they had an NFA 990 sitting there on display too.
Yes.
Well, and it's nice too.
Bastards.
They have the heat shield like they used to have them for World War One and World War Two. So
Speaking of NFA, I'm working on that right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm working to get that license.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
I talked with the ATF a couple days ago, and I got approved for it. I just have to figure out the logistics of the fingerprinting.
Well, when you do, I want a short shotgun with a. Full
It's
stock
gonna
on it.
the way they run their licenses, it runs from July through June of the next year. So July this year.
Nice.
that'd be nice.
Yep. Well, and with how popular suppressors have gotten.
Right, yeah.
Thank you, Trump. Thank you for doing that. Big,
Yeah,
beautiful bill.
get rid of the $200 tax stamp at least, you know.
Now just make them over the counter like a handgun.
Yeah.
Then I'll be really happy. But
I mean, come on, Europe, you can't even have. It's hard to own guns in Europe, but they are like, no, you need to have your gun suppressed. Why aren't we like that? You can buy a gun over the counter, but you can't. It's so hard to buy a suppressor.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, hopefully soon
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
we'll be getting our feet wet on that.
Belt fed.
It's yeah, and machine guns, anything really that we can get a hold of that is compliant. But you know, it's I think short barrel rifles, shotguns, suppressors. There's enough there that. Let me put it this way: the reason I was hesitant before was honestly, that's the ATF's moneymaker. So even though you know to the consumer it was the tax stamp before that cost $200, now that that's gone, that's better for the consumer. But on my end, to get the license, it's about 5 times the price of a standard FFL.
Jeez,
And it's only for 1 year.
that's stupid.
So you have to renew it every year. And you got to
pay
pay the
that.
same amount every single year to do it. So the ATF is like a business like anybody else when it comes down
Just say
to
it's an NFA daycare.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
the Leering Gun Center.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
This is the Firearm Files Learning
You know
Center.
what? I'm going to build a store and there's going to be a classroom and it's going to say the Leering Gun Center. Hello, kids. Oh, man. Actually, I'd probably hire some Somalis to do it. To be honest. I'd put out, I don't know. I'd be very controversial with it. But you know what? If you're going to do it and it's going to say a Leering Gun Center, you may as well.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Somebody's gonna be the captain.
So here's some questions to debate over, guys. With the world where we're at and the United States where we're at, things happening around the U.S., if you are a gun guy, let's say you're already into firearms, you have a collection of guns, what are you buying right now? You know, is it... Well, I'm going to leave that open-ended. What are you putting your money into right now? And for what reason? You each can answer when you're ready.
I mean, ammo is a given. Like,
Yeah.
you need to have. Everybody's like magical number of what enough is,
There's never enough.
but there's never enough. But
No.
there is. I think there is. Like, you need to have at least a baseline of like, okay, I have a bunch of this, so I'm sitting okay there.
What's your baseline? 10,000 rounds for rifle?
That's a good question because I really don't know what I have. So I probably need the inventory, but I just like find random. Oh, I didn't know I had a case of 500 here, and there's a case of 500 here. And
Well, and right now everybody's, they're stocking up on gold and silver. But I think another good commodity would be ammo. Having a good stockpile of ammo, because when shit hits the fan, what's one thing you can barter with? Ammo. Because people are gonna have guns.
or even if like not a shit hit the fan situation, but like I know there's the new legislation about you can't buy ammo online and all this crap. So like if you have a good stockpile to start with, then that isn't as much of an inconvenience as
Correct.
it would be if you don't have a stockpile to start with.
Correct, because then that's gonna force you to go to the store. And some of these guys that live in, in the boonies, their closest store is an hour, 2 hours
Well,
away.
not only that, you can't buy. It's not the same buying. Like when I go on Freedom Munitions website, 500 of this, 1,000 of this, 500 of this, 500 of this. Like when you go to the gun store, like picking out boxes of 50 gets a little tiresome if you want 500 rounds at a shot or whatever.
Well, now aren't they gonna? I heard that they were gonna try and make it so that like if you got more than an X amount of rounds, they're gonna start. You have to sign for them, and you have to do like a background check.
So that's how it is in New York right now in some areas.
I didn't hear that, but that doesn't surprise me.
Like in New York City, I know you can only get 1,000 rounds at a time.
Yeah.
And a lot of areas now, Democratic areas are instilling that you have to do a background check to buy ammo.
Which is like,
So here's what's wild. Like, I think of it this way. I sold a guy like 4 boxes of 20 gauge slugs for hunting. And he was in New York, and I had to transfer that ammo to an FFL for him to do a background check to buy it. And you're only talking like $50 worth of ammo at that.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
You know what I mean?
You can
You're
go to
not-
Wally Mart.
Yeah, you're not talking much.
And it's hunting ammo, like
Yeah.
It's weird. Totally weird. But ammunition's a given. Magazines.
Yeah.
You know, rifle mags.
Yep. And that's a simple one. Like, my rule is anytime I'm in Cabela's, 2 PMags.
There you go.
Doesn't matter what I'm there for. You leave with 2 PMags.
Yep.
Yep.
They're cheap. They're what, like $10-15?
Yep.
I mean, especially if you're getting like as they're phasing out the Gen 3s because they're on Gen 4 or whatever they are with the mags. Like, as they're phasing them out, they get cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was my rule for. It's still kind of my rule anytime I'm in there.
It's like your go-to Christmas gift to everybody.
So
Everybody needs PMags.
I just got a Magpul as a brand, and
Hell
one of my dudes was like, he hit me up and he's like, can you give me a volume discount if I buy like 50 plus of one mag? And I'm like, sure, dude. Let me know what you want. But truthfully, like when you think about it, like stuff like that, you know, back when Obama was in office and they were trying to ban ARs, like the mags were in such a high commodity that guys were buying, we would get mags into the gun store, like 20 or 30 mags. We'd hang them up, unlock the front doors, and there would be 5 customers before 20 minutes into the day that just walked in to just check if you had mags.
Yep.
If you had them, they'd grab them all.
Yep.
Can I take them all? Nope. We had to put out, you can only buy 5 at a time.
Yeah.
So they would buy 5, then they'd bring their wife in to buy 5. Like, you know what I mean? So I think the mags are a big deal. And what they were running into back then was guys were buying P mags and reselling them online for 5 times the price.
Yep.
You know, so that's a high commodity item, though. You say about bartering and trading, like mags that are that cheap, they're sealed in plastic. Like, you literally do nothing with them. You can just throw them in a box.
Yeah.
And it's a valuable currency.
And that brings up a good point, too. Like, you can really only shoot 2 guns at once, but you can really only shoot 1 gun at a time. So whatever gun you decide is your thing, have ample mags and have ample ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this week I sold one customer about 75 mags.
Sweet. PMags?
For pistols.
Okay.
But, you know, and it was, I think, for 3 different guns. So it wasn't all one magazine. But, you know, the philosophy was, you know, get them while you can kind of thing.
Well, I mean, they're starting to go up in price, too. Mags, I mean, you look online, and they keep going up every year almost.
But yeah. Well, okay, SIG macro mags, dude.
Yeah.
They're through the freaking roof for price.
Yeah. I was looking at...
What's through the roof? I'm out of touch with that.
Well, okay, so when I compare, like, if you buy a brand new Glock mag at full retail, you're like $33 for a brand new Glock 17 mag, right? You go and you buy like a SIG branded, not Pro Mag, this other trash. That stuff's not mags.
Right.
It don't count.
Yeah, no.
Okay. But if you buy the SIG branded mag, you're going to spend $60 to $65 on a mag sometimes.
Yeah.
In a shop, you know?
Yeah. Even the Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
I was looking at them for the M&P 2.0, and they're like $60 to $80.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all I want is
Guys
just
are-
a couple more.
Guys are swimming in my pond now with the Wilson Combat mags.
Yes. Yeah. Well, even like I'm thinking, what do 1911 mags run for? Like a good quality.
I mean, an 8-shot
Wilson Combat.
An 8-shot Wilson, you're probably close to $50.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
buy the 10-shot, which I have a ton of the 10 rounders.
Yep.
They're 65, 70.
Yeah.
So I feel your pain.
Yeah. It is kind of wild, but
buy mags,
buy
buy
mags.
ammo.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of basic, but have a good rifle, have a good shotgun, have a good pistol. Like,
Yeah.
those, and then you can expand outside of that.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, once you get at least those 3 cores, get yourself a good med kit.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
A good med kit. Like, I don't care. You can just bring it with you when you're on the range, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Especially if you're shooting on a public range.
Correct. So, like, you know, my brother's a paramedic. He's always told me, you know, 1 tourniquet for every limb. So that's 4.
I might have to update my med kit.
Yeah, you should. I know my med kits. I got plenty of them on there.
I have usually stuff floating around my trucks too, because with what I do for work, the truck is the headquarters. So
Yep. Yeah. You're always on the move.
Yeah.
So med kit, mags,
Ammo.
How about like military style rations? Some kind of preserved food.
I have some.
Do you?
Yeah.
How much supply do you know, Well, talk about your family situation. How many are in your household? How many are you trying to?
So for right now, it's just my wife and I.
Yeah.
But I have MREs. I have a full box, and then I have I think the 4 Patriot.
Or
I think
the
that's
Ready Wise kind of
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
and
Yep.
it's a tub, and so my dad got it for my 2 brothers and I, and himself, and I think we have enough to last us for a good couple months, you know, and I mean, if it's just 2 of us, we really don't have to be eating that much, you know. Obviously, we're not going to starve ourselves, but you know, we're gonna make sure we're staying fed, and I mean, they'll last, and
Yep.
they're another commodity that like you
Are they
should
like
have.
a 20-year shelf life or how
Yeah,
long?
yeah. It depends, I think, on who you go through, but I mean, shelf life's gonna be pretty great. Otherwise, you could can yourself.
Yeah, true.
A lot of people
True.
are starting to get into, you know, they're starting to get away from going to grocery stores and buying, you know, simple stuff. They're growing it themselves. My wife loves growing a garden.
Yeah, yeah.
As much of a headache as it is for her sometimes, she prefers, you know, growing stuff herself versus going to the grocery store all the time. So
The food is better when you see where it comes from too.
oh yeah, just like the eggs.
100%.
Yeah.
Isaiah gave me eggs last week.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they were
Amazing,
great.
dude.
They're almost gone already.
They're so great. I'll give you more eggs before you go home today. Both of you.
It's the same like with the deer meat. Like people that deer hunt, like
Yep.
you know that feeling. Like
Yeah.
getting to take a meal somewhere that hey, this is I freaking huffed and puffed and had to get this thing out. And
Yeah.
do the work for it, but it tastes so good.
Yeah. and there ain't no preservatives in it, man.
No,
I mean, that's like fishing too.
especially
Yep.
shooting deer in the mountains.
Fishing, hunting, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I think fishing is a skill that
Yeah, you like to fish, right?
absolutely. Yeah, fishing is a skill that I think more people should. A lot of guys look at like they love guns because the boom and the bang and what it does, and it's so publicized through movies and things. But an underrated skill to learn is just simple fishing skills.
Yeah. I mean, nothing beats standing next to a river.
No.
And just throwing the line in.
Nothing.
And like, especially when you're by yourself. I used to do that all the time. Like, my buddy and I, we would get done with baseball practice in high school. We would just go fishing. Like, that was it. It was perfect. You throw a line in the water and you're out there for an hour, 2 hours.
Yep.
But nothing beats that. You're in God's creation.
Yep. And you can get into fishing for a very minimal price.
Oh yeah.
Get a basic rod, some basic tackle and sinkers, and you can. It's so basic, like
it really is.
You literally can get into a source that can bring you food,
Yeah.
like right there, and
Yep.
you're not even spending a couple $100.
Yeah, that was one thing my dad made sure to teach us growing up. Teach a man to fish.
Yep. You get into fly fishing at all?
I've never gotten into fly fishing.
Oh, dude, we'll go fly fishing
All right,
sometime.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll take you up on that.
I'll tell you what, man. It's amazing, dude.
My dad's got a bunch of flies. So my dad's a machinist. He actually
okay.
made the holder for tying your own flies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's tying his own flies.
He
then.
he used to.
Cool.
So he's got cases of them,
Yep.
all kinds.
Yep.
He was a big fly fisherman. My middle brother, he loves to fly fish too. He loves fishing with his girlfriend.
Yep.
They love going out on the boat. Like that's their escape.
Yep.
Let's go out on the boat, let's go fishing, and let's just enjoy the time together.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting about fly fishing, dude. Like, you get into a creek, and you can watch your fly as you're moving it, and you'll watch the fish literally stalk it,
Oh yeah.
and it just takes it to a whole different level, man.
Yep.
When you can see that fish actually creep up on it, watch it, boom, and it hits, and it's like, to set the hook right then and there. And it's more of a visual kind of thing,
Yeah.
but there's also science to knowing what color to throw,
Yep.
what size fly to throw that you're not, like, for example, if I throw too big of a fly, I'm not going to catch anything.
Yeah.
If I throw real small, I can attract any fish that's out there.
Correct.
Bigger, smaller fish.
Anything from small perch to
Yes.
smaller trout. I mean, you can catch some pretty good
And
stuff.
in survival situation, even a small fish is a fish. Like you can use that fish to actually catch other fish that are bigger than.
Correct.
So it's I don't know, dude. It's addicting. It's also it's super addicting to like some flies are surface mounted. You'll throw it and they just float on the surface. Some actually will drop down and then you bounce them off the bottom. Like
Yep.
It's all how the guy ties the flies and what little, like, you don't even realize they put little, like, beads and weights on there.
Yeah.
That actually allow it to drop to certain levels.
Yep.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when you catch some fish. I love fishing.
Heck yeah, man. Well, okay, this is really last topic. Not next topic, last topic, okay? So this is going to hit home for anybody that's really all about the Second Amendment, gun rights, which we're all about here. So there's a lot of controversy coming out of Virginia right now. A lot of political controversy about gun rights and things. And it's honestly, it's unfortunate because it's putting a lot of Virginians in a bad situation, and they're extremely nervous right now.
Yeah.
So have you guys been reading up on that at all?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm afraid of a reciprocity for Pennsylvania. If they really start cracking down in Virginia like that,
Yeah.
that'd be my one thing, because we're already surrounded by New York, New Jersey, and Maryland, and our reciprocity is nothing.
Yeah.
So I'd be afraid, as especially if you want to start traveling down south. Virginia's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get to North Carolina and Tennessee, you're driving to Virginia for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So,
But what do you do? Let's just pretend you're in Virginia right now. You own an AR. You own handguns that are high capacity mags. What do you do right now? Would you be going out to buy more of those items, or would you be burying those items? I mean, what do you do? Because you're in such a bad situation. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a double-edged sword.
I know.
It's
I mean,
You don't even want to think about it because it's like the way we look at it is like, well, thank God we don't live in Virginia. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like,
for now.
but
Yeah.
right, that could change here at some point. What would we
trickle
do?
up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not far from D.C.
No.
I mean, the way I look at it is like the Constitution's pretty clear and the Second Amendment's pretty clear. So like, I mean, when I go south, my gun's on me and loaded through I don't know what state I'm going through. Like,
Yeah.
Agreed.
try me, bro.
Same
Like,
here.
it is what it is. Like, I watched a podcast with Chad Wright, who's a guy I follow and respect a lot, and he basically made this statement like, I don't need a concealed carry permit to take my gun anywhere. He's like, my gun goes with me wherever I go because I'm an American, and that's what the Second Amendment allows me to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That might get you in some trouble, but at the same time, that's kind of the mindset that I've shifted to. Like, you can pass whatever rules you want. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
and I kind of lived that way during COVID, too. Like, everybody's like, oh, you need to do this. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need to wear your mask to go. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, they only can take as much as you let them take.
Yeah, exactly.
If I were them, I'd be buying as much as they can.
Buy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Buy ARs, buy 30 round mags.
Yep.
And even that, like, the whole, like, oh, high capacity no, it's the standard capacity magazine.
Yeah.
Like, 30 round is standard for the AR. 17 standard for most 9mm pistols. Like, there's nothing high capacity about it. Like,
Even full-size 45.
that's what happens when you have people who don't know anything about firearms making rules
Yeah.
about firearms.
Yeah.
Correct.
Get,
Yeah.
like,
Wood chipper, as Travis likes to
it's,
say.
just, it's frustrating. Like, you watch these people talk about guns, and it's like, dude, you don't know shit about guns. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't make rules about brain surgery because I don't know about brain surgery. Why are
Correct.
you making rules about guns when you don't know anything about them?
Yeah. I love how everybody... It's an
The
assault
director of the
rifle.
ATF can't take down a Glock.
What more do you want? Like, what more evidence
I would
do
say,
you
what
want?
more evidence do you need than that? The people that make the rules about guns don't know how to take them apart.
No, I always thought it was funny. I talked to a police chief that was a friend at one point, and he told me at one point, he's like, I don't think anyone should be able to even own guns. And I just respectfully, because, he's like an elder, I just kind of respectfully listened to his opinion, and he couldn't even tell you what the gun was on his hip.
But
He couldn't even tell you. I could tell you, okay, bro, like, yeah, you're rocking like a SIG P226 right there. Like, I could tell him by looking at it from where I was, but he didn't know what he had.
This is my department issued gun.
Yeah, it's a department issued gun, and he's just like, I don't think anyone should be able to have handguns and rifles or anything. Like so yeah, there's a lot of, but you know, you don't know what makes somebody think that way. Right. You know, why do people tick that way? In his position, he's probably seen people get killed with firearms, and so maybe he's gone to a drastic measure in his mind to say, hey, no, I don't want people owning any guns. But what people are stupid about with that is like, that's one case out of a billion. Like,
yeah.
Well, not only that, this is America. If you don't want to own guns, you don't have to.
Right.
That's fine. You're allowed to hold that opinion.
Yes.
Like,
don't buy them.
But you can't force that opinion on me because your opinion is dumb.
Yeah.
Let's wake up our forefathers and tell them,
right,
hey, people shouldn't have guns. Let's see what they say.
Right. Well, and then, well, the Second Amendment only applied to the guns they had in the day. Okay, fine, then. The freedom of speech only applies to parchment and a freaking quill pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, our forefathers weren't dumb. They knew technology was going to advance. That's why they that's why the first thing is you can say whatever you want, and the second thing is you can have guns when you do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
This is going to be a wild country. Strap in, folks. Like,
yep.
But society has gotten... Freedom is dangerous inherently.
Yeah, it is.
And freedom done unresponsibly can be devastating. And that's where we're at. People are so soft, so weak, because with freedom comes responsibility that you have to take care of yourself. You need to, when it comes to guns, the freedom is you can own them, but if you're not proficient with them, if you're not good with them, if you don't know how to handle them, you are useless.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not useless because if it hits the fan, I'm coming and taking your shit. But that's all.
Exactly. At least you got shit.
That's a nice stockpile you got there, bud. Anyways, but no, freedom is inherently dangerous, and freedom requires responsibility. And as a society, we're shifting away from responsibility and trying to make everything easier. So it all compounds together. Like the people in Virginia trying to make these gun rules, they're trying to limit freedom because it's safer. Well, that's fine, but it's not.
It's not. No. No, and the actual problem to the whole thing is these people that got elected in.
100%.
So the problem...
Who are surrounded by armed security with guns that we can't own.
Correct.
On stolen land.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing is illegal on stolen land.
It's kind of funny when you think about it, but it really... I'm thankful we're not in Virginia at the moment.
Yeah.
But... You know what? It also it reminds you that like when we vote for our politicians that are in office, whether that be at a local level, at a broader spectrum too, like how important it is to actually get off your ass and go vote.
Right. Yeah.
And also
be like,
get your neighbor off their ass to go vote. You know what I mean? Like encourage people to get out there and give their voice out there.
And then talk to people like.
Yeah.
I talk to everybody about guns. Like,
sure.
If I talk to you for any length of time, longer than a 5 minute at the gas station, like, we're talking about guns at some point. Yeah. So, like, talk about the things that are important because that's how you can help shape perception in the populace by people who are responsible. Like, I've talked to people, like, I have 2 guns tattooed on me. Like, they're like, oh, well, what is that all about? Well, then I get to tell them, this is what I think about guns, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I never really thought about it that way. Like, listen, like, they're cool. There's craftsmanship. Like the 586 tattooed on my arm throws back to a day when like they didn't mass produce shit. It was built. It was custom. It was tuned. Like the guns tell a story. And like
when there's a craftsman of a gunsmith that built that gun.
Exactly. Or like that tailor he got. Like you can own. So you need to own your guns for self-defense. Yes, you need to have that. You need to have your AR. You need to have a good shotgun. You need to have a good handgun. However, guns can still be fun.
Yeah.
Like that gun there, that is a fun gun, and that is a throwback to a piece of history that helped shape
what we have now.
The United States.
Yeah, the Wild West.
Right. Like, there's no question about it. Like, God created man and Sam Colt made him equal. Like, and there again, like, so talking about guns, like, as, say, you're a single mother or whatever, or a woman, like, the gun is the great equalizer.
It is.
When some dude comes at you and your kids, and you pull out your 9mm, doesn't matter what size he is, you start putting rounds in him, the size difference becomes invalid.
Yeah, really.
Yes, it does.
So
that was like that lady cop She got attacked by a dude. She pulled her gun real quick.
Yeah.
She was like, if you keep coming at me, I'm going to shoot you.
Right.
And I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
So, own a gun. Carry.
And shoot it.
And it's a
Shoot
good
it.
reminder to all of us, though. We should talk about guns with other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You know what
try
I mean?
to all the time, like, because that's how. And same thing with like we were talking about earlier with people's moral compass and morality and things. Like, if you're not talking to people, you're not gonna be able to explain it or share those things. Like how we talk about guns. We spend past 2 hours talking about guns, like because it's something we're passionate about and something we care about.
Yep.
I'm convinced social media is a psyop to get people not talking face to face.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. It's keyboard warriors.
Yeah,
Social media is one of the worst things that our society has.
100%.
Well, and most people, they just hide behind
It's fun.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love
that
Instagram.
facade.
It's a lot of it's just a waste of time.
It is.
Yeah.
You know?
It's to keep you occupied on things that
Don't
don't
matter.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
it's essentially brainwashing is what it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's they're able to make you start to consider and believe that other things are normal that aren't normal.
Yep.
Like, oh, it's normal for our children to men and boys and girls to go in the same bathroom. That's not normal.
No.
There
But
that
they
should be a
make it seem normal.
That should be a basic biology. Like, there should be no argument about that, but now it's a debate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should have never happened.
No.
Same with guns. There is no debate.
No.
There is.
Own them, carry them, shoot them.
Yep.
Train.
Learn how to shoot them. Learn from people. Ask questions.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
No.
I think I think a lot of people that go to ranges, I feel like they see how everybody else is
Yeah.
shooting, and if they're not performing the same, they struggle. Don't be afraid to ask the person who's the marshal that's standing there. Hey, what can I do to better myself?
Yeah.
I think it's funny when people are like, I'm a bad shot. I can't shoot well. And I'm like, that's your first time shooting. Like, how many times do you think these other seasoned guys have shot?
Yeah. Jerry Mitchell didn't just pick up the revolver and set
No.
the world record. Like,
No.
like,
No. And it takes dedication. But the biggest thing is like the reason that we get good at shooting is we enjoy it.
Yeah.
We like the trigger time. We like the time with the boys at the range.
Yep.
We like to just the smell at the range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what we enjoy. It's not even necessarily
smells
just throwing
great.
lead down range.
Yeah.
It's the whole atmosphere, and it makes us want to go back and do it again. We got better because we just liked going every time.
Well, that and you don't get into the complacent like routine of always just I pull it up, pow, okay, pull it up, pow, okay. No, figure out a way that you're going to be proficient with that tool.
Yeah. Yeah. I set up a new customer, new to shooting, and I'm going to say she's probably in her late 60s, which is kind of cool to me.
cool.
I'm like, that's really awesome, you
Yeah.
know?
yeah,
And just kind of a family friend. And originally P365, but it was just a small like P365. It wasn't X macro or anything,
Yep.
And originally was bought by this couple. They're like, hey, we want to get a handgun, and they wanted something they could slip in the pocket and make it concealable. Cool. And then had a deep conversation after the purchase was made, and I'm like, that's going to be one of the hardest guns to shoot. And then it like hit why is that? Because people think small, easy.
Yeah.
It ain't the case.
No.
A handgun is the hardest weapon to learn how to shoot.
and
Yeah.
the smaller the handgun, the more difficult it gets.
Yeah.
Yep. So eventually the second handgun purchase was made, and it was a 22 caliber P322 SIG.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's a freaking fantastic gun to train on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Literally go out and I'll be that stupid guy and be like, go out and buy 1,000 rounds, and I want to see you put all 1,000 rounds through.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a gun that's cheap
And people
enough
will
to
be
do
like, oh my God, 1,000 rounds. They look at you like you're crazy. And I'm like, no, 1,000 rounds is nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
you can go through 1,000 rounds real quick.
yeah. Yeah. And you know what? There's no better tool than a 22 to learn how to put a first 1,000 rounds through a gun.
Yep.
Super cheap to do.
You didn't try and sell her a pink stub-nose revolver?
No. No, I'm very when I help people, I will get them what they want, but I'm also very opinionated at times.
Yeah.
Good.
And I will tell people like you're gonna regret that.
Well, that's what you want from a dealer. You want them to be honest with you. Like, other than some of them who are like, no, you don't need that gun. No, give honest feedback.
Yeah.
Having that honesty kind of.
The honest arms dealer.
The honest arms. I like it. Well, this episode's been fun, guys. Dude, awesome to have you along. Thanks for coming out, dude.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to hear about how the Taylors shoots at some point. So
Oh yeah.
we'll get everybody back in. Travis, as always, dude, it's been fun.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for coming out again.
Absolutely.
And you guys have anything else you want to say?
I just say, congrats to the U.S. 250 years.
That's
Oh yeah, good point.
That's
Very good point.
That's a big thing. I mean, my parents graduated from high school, and it was 1976. So being 250 years
Yeah.
later, I mean, still kicking strong with guns. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we're gonna celebrate with a UFC fight at the White House. That's awesome.
So.
Well, cool, guys. We're gonna sign off and say sayonara
Later, folks.
again. Here we go.